Hi, and welcome to today's topic, which will be reflections upon All Souls Day, which is the day today here in Sweden, the 6th of November, a Sunday. So, today is a day that is about that we remember the people that we have lost and that have passed on into the other dimension. And even though that it can be a day where we grieve and remember the people that we miss, it is also a great day for reflection, because if there's something no one can avoid, and that's 100% sure in life, that is that we are all going to die someday. Someday we will only be a memory, and this life has passed, right? So a reflection for today is, if we really live the life that we would be satisfied with if we would have a limited time on this earth. If you could, can you really honestly say to yourself, if you were supposed to go in the grave right now, that you have lived the life that you wanted and you will die without any regrets? You took the chances you got. You dared to love. You dared to lose, and you also dared to win, and you dare to live fully. Can you truly say that that is true for you, and you live the life that you want to do or want to live? That is some questions that are extremely important for us to answer just for ourselves, because it will always keep us on the right track in life, so we don't lose time, because time is limited. Time is limited. It is, and it goes so fast. And I think that those questions, if we really dare to live a meaningful life, if we really live the life that we want, and we live the life for us and not for others, that's questions that we ask ourselves not very often. And we should, as according to as I see it, I think we should ask us those kind of questions several times a day. Because we have no idea how long time we have. And just by asking that question can bring us so much more opportunities, because we are in alignment with the spirit, and we in then can cooperate with the universe in a much greater extent than we could otherwise. And we will attract opportunities to us that our souls long for, so we can be of better use to people on this planet, or to animals, and to the whole kingdom, the whole nature, the whole planet, whatever our purpose is. So there is nothing to lose in asking these questions, but many people are afraid of asking these questions because they are afraid of the answer. They are afraid of the fear they will meet by going through the truth within them. And they are afraid of following that path, because it is not necessarily a path of safety and a path that are supported by others, but it is the exact path that you need to take in order to be happy for yourself. So when your time is to leave this earth, that you know with yourself that you really live the life that you came here to live. And in that state, I think that there are not that great fear of death. We are afraid of dying because we haven't really lived many times. Not all times, but many times. We fear death because we fear all that we didn't dare to do. We fear to face all the opportunities that we lost because we listened to fear instead of to love. And that is unfortunately the truth in most cases why we fear death so much. It is because we don't dare to live. And I think that if we don't dare to live, we take out death in advantage. And I know exactly how it is to be a walking dead, but I also know how it is to wake up again and start to live life according to following my own truth, and I know that it is absolutely possible, and that it can be used. All the years of fear and pain and misery, they can be used for a higher purpose. So it's not in vain that you have suffered. If you suffer or have suffered, that pain can be used to something magnificent, to help others, and to dig deeper within yourself, and to be able to receive even more light. Because as much darkness as we have experienced, just as much light can we experience. And that is really true. My hunger for spirituality and for the light comes from all the pain and despair that I went through. And I would not have want to be without the spirituality that I live by daily to day. That is what fuels me. That is what gives my life purpose. That is what makes the whole world in color. It is a life I live today that I absolutely love, but it is born out of pain. It is born out of denying myself, my own life in many cases, my own truth. And when we turn that around and go within and are truthful all the way in all areas of our lives, then spiritual awakenings happens over and over and over again. And it is just a blessing to be alive, even though there are resistance in the outside, even though that there are hard times, all of that. But all of that can strengthen us if we go through it with the eyes of the Spirit. It is just new lessons in forgiving. It is even deeper lessons in seeing everyone as God's children and viewing God in everyone, even those who shows us the most hatred or whatever. And it is a part of life to go through it all, but it is a part of life, all of life. And if seen from the right perspective, all of it is a blessing in the end. But it is all a matter of perspective. And a day as this, here as it is in Sweden, the All Souls Day, it is a day about remembering the dead. And what do you really remember about your loved ones? What really mattered in the end? The differences didn't really matter. What really matters is the love they showed you, right? And the care and the forgiveness and all the beauty in the everyday life, right? You don't care what car they drove, what brand they had on their clothes, how much money they had on the bank. That's not what you remember. You remember the act of kindness. You remember the acts of love. All of that. Yeah. Okay. So let's use this day as a remembrance for that we live even more purposefully every day. So we, when it's our time, know with ourselves that we did what we came here for. So we can start to not fear death so much. And yeah, remember to if it's hard for you to know what's the right and what's the wrong, just remember to ask yourself, what would love do? What would love answer in this situation? And then we will always have the answer to what's the right thing to do, because we are all love. That's what we have inside of us. That's what we came here for. So yeah, I love you, and I wish you a beautiful Sunday. Bye for now.